Hey everyone, welcome back to my DevOps Home Lab series, episode 9. Today, we are about to do something that puts your home lab on a whole new level, building your own CI CD pipelines with Jenkins. If you are excited to see how the pros automate their build, test, deployment, make sure to like, subscribe, and stick around till the end. When I started learning DevOps, I realized how much of the world used to deploy this software by hand. That means manual deployment of software, copying files, and crossing their fingers, hoping nothing would break. It used to take a lot of hours for deploying one simple application and also lot of time waste in this manual deployment. People used to wait hours after deploying. If something fails, then again the same process. Okay, manual deployment was very hectic, time consuming, and lot of failures. It was like very big pain for every developer. That's where our CI CD came into picture. Here we have code followed by we are going to build that, test it, then deploy. So whenever there is a change in the code, automatically the pipeline will trigger the build, followed by the testing will happen, and also the deployment with a human approval in place. So this is the difference between manual deployment and CI CD. With CI CD, you never have to worry about any manual pain which was there earlier. You automate all the steps, building, testing, deploying, so you are free from late night surprises and stress. Once you build your CI CD, your home lab isn't just a project, it's a real production like system. The same way companies run their applications, learning this skill changed everything for me, and it will do the same for you. You might have a question in your mind, why do we need CI CD? Automating your workflows means we'll have fewer mistakes and more time savior. Previously, if something used to take 4 hours, that will drastically come down to 30 minutes. Okay, this is the power of automation, and there will be, let's say, faster feedback loops. If something fails, you will know very quickly and you can react or change the code and try to fix the issue. Slowly, you will understand the automation like the CI CD, how things will work in my coming videos. But on the high level, assume like this. So, what are we going to do? We are going to install Jenkins in our home lab. This is for free. Also, we are going to build a real CI CD for our web application. How are we going to do this? I'll take you through step by step, hands on. Also, I'm going to show you when things go wrong. There are like so many issues we will come across. I'm going to show you everything. And also, first pipeline will never be perfect. Okay, It's all part of the process. Slowly, you'll get used to it. We are going to see a lot of obstacles, lot of errors, lot of problems. It's all about the time and how quickly you are going to troubleshoot and learn things. Everything should be, let's say, practical. You have to do everything practical. If you just watch videos, you are not going to gain anything. Try to be as much practical as possible. Before we jump in, let's quickly look at how Jenkins is built. So we are going to talk about the Jenkins architecture. Okay. So first, let me write Jenkins master. Okay. This is the brain of Jenkins. Jenkins master, or sometimes we call this as controller, is the main brain. We are going to first install this. It is going to manage everything. So for example, users, dashboard, pipelines, plugins, everything is like managed by Jenkins master. Okay, for now assume only these. There are like so many things that Jenkins can do. There are, let's say, a lot of plugins, extensions, connections to other stuff. But yeah, Jenkins master is like the main brain. Then we have Jenkins agents, okay, or workers. I mean, you can name as you are comfortable. For me, I'm comfortable with Jenkins agents and Jenkins master. So these are kind of helpers. I mean, Jenkins master, if it receives any kind of work, it will try to assign it to Jenkins agents. There are like so many agents. Okay, so many agents are available for Jenkins master. Also, it depends on the companies. In very big companies, you'll have thousands of this. Okay, in some companies you might see hundreds, in some companies 50, in some companies 10. Yeah, it completely depends on the project size you are working on. Okay, and also the company you are working on. But in our home lab, in our home lab, we are going to run everything on a single machine. Okay, single machine. Master and agent both will act as our only one machine, Ubuntu virtual machine. If you have, let's say, more power on your computer, you can set up Jenkins agent as well. I'm going to show you the demo, but please don't worry if you do not have resources to create. It's okay to use the same machine. The concept is you need to understand the architecture so that you are confident in the interviews. Okay, so what will happen? For example, this is like my GitHub repository, and this is me. I will try to push some code here. Okay, as soon as I push code to the GitHub, automatically Jenkins master will know. Okay, Arbaz pushed some code to GitHub. My job is, let's say, to check that particular code and try to assign it to someone. For example, in this case, Jenkins agent. As soon as I push a code to the GitHub repository, automatically Jenkins master will look into that and try to, let's say, we are going to create some pipelines here. So based on the pipelines, we are going to say, okay, I want to run this on agent 1 or agent 2, or there should be, let's say, a node pool. We say we try to, according to that, whenever the agent is like available, automatically the pipeline starts. As I said, Jenkins master is like the main brain here. Okay, it is acting as a mediator between the source code and the agents. Whenever something is like pushes, automatically Jenkins master will look into that and try to assign job to the Jenkins agent. Okay, this is the whole architecture or process. All of this is like a one time setup. Okay, once you set up everything, everything is like connected to each other, you have automated a lot of stuff. Okay, if you know this, you are, let's say, ahead of 90% of people who just watch videos. I would recommend, try to do it practical, try to set up manually stuff which whatever I'm showing. You are, let's say, about 90% of people who are just watching videos. Also, one more point I would like to add here, you don't need to memorize every detail. The big picture view will really impress in any interviews and help you scale up later. Let's get Jenkins up and running on your Linux virtual machine, which we created in our previous episodes. First, we are going to update our system by running this command sudo apt update. So once the update is like finished, we are going to install OpenJDK. Now we are going to install Java version because this is kind of mandatory. For that, I'm using apt install and the OpenJDK version here. Without this, your Jenkins will not work on your computer. So this is like a mandatory step before installing Jenkins. The Java version got installed. So let's quickly check the version. Java space hyphen hyphen version is a command to check. So I can see OpenJDK 21 version. This is like expected. So this is fine. Now we are going to download Jenkins. Now we are using curl command to download Jenkins signing key file from the official repository. It's a special file that lets our computer trust Jenkins packages. Okay, press enter. So once we do this, we are going to add this repository. After adding the key to our machine in this location, we are going to add this particular repository to this source list.file. Okay, press enter. Once this is done, we are going to run sudo apt update. I mean, we are saying that we added something. Just try to, refresh everything so that new packages are ready for use. Let me clear the screen. Now we are going to say sudo apt install Jenkins space hyphen y. Press enter. Sudo apt install is like a very common command. You will be using a lot in the Linux world. So get used to that, I would say. Okay, looks like Jenkins was successfully installed. Now let me clear the screen. Let's see the status. So we are going to run this simple command sudo systemctl status Jenkins. Okay, press enter. So I can see active and running. Okay, let's see if we can access Jenkins from our local machine. So for that, I need the IP address of this machine. Let me copy this IP address. And also Jenkins runs on port 8080. So let me use that particular port, and we have successfully configured Jenkins. Okay, this is just the beginning. There's a lot to do. If you reached till this point, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, comment your experiences. Okay, it is saying to ensure Jenkins is securely set up by administrator, a password has been written. Okay, the log and this file on the server. So we need to go here, var lib secrets initial password. I'm going to copy this, go back to my terminal. Let's clear the screen here and use cat command. Okay, cat command is like to read anything. So for example, I can see, okay, permission denied. I need to use sudo space cat command, press enter. This is the secret key that I need to copy, come back and paste it here. Okay, then continue. Here we see an option install suggested plugins and select plugins to install. So there are like two options you can select by yourself. Okay, I'm going to go back and I would say install suggested plugins. Okay, I'm going to select this option. So by default, it will select some of the plugins, not all. For example, folders, timestamper, pipeline, Git, email extension. All these are, let's say, default plugins that will get installed on our machine. One more point I would like to mention, if there is any problem with port 8080 on your server, if you are unable to access, you need to allow that particular port. Let me know if you were able to successfully pass the step or you got stuck, and how did you solve this problem. If you were unable to solve, again, Google it, try to solve it by yourself. If you are still unable to do that, drop it in the comments and I will try to help you. Installation got successful. Now I'm going to give a username Arbaz followed by password. So any strong password you can give. Then try to give the same password, repeat it. Also a name, and then I would give my own email address here. Okay, press save and continue. Skip and continue as admin also you can do, but no, I would like to do this. Save and continue. Then save and finish. This is fine. I would like to keep this URL. Save and finish. Start using Jenkins. We have successfully configured Jenkins. This is like the great step, I would say. Now let's see what do we have in here. Once you log into this page, you're going to see Jenkins, followed by there's like a manage Jenkins option here. If you come back on the settings page, so here you will see system configuration, system, tools, plugins, nodes. This is where you will try to add, agent nodes, multiple agent nodes, as we were discussing. If you want to attach a second virtual machine to act as agent and to run, pipelines and stuff. There's an option for clouds, appearance, security part. In security, we have credentials, credential providers, users, wherein you can create multiple users. System information, status information, system log, load statistics about Jenkins. Troubleshooting, managing old data, tools and actions, Jenkins CLI as well, script console, prepare for shutdown. Okay, these are all the stuff which we have here. I'm going to go back, and here I can see new item. So in this new item, I can create multiple, let's say, pipelines. For example, freestyle project, pipeline, multi-configuration project, folder, multi-branch, organization folder. So there is a lot. I mean, I cannot cover everything in a single video. Jenkins in itself is like a very big ocean. Okay, to keep it very simple, now I'm going to create a simple pipeline. Click new item, followed by here I'm going to select pipeline. For that, I need to give a name. So I will give Home Lab pipeline as the name. Okay, followed by I'm going to select pipeline. Click OK. In the description, I'm saying Home Lab pipeline testing. Okay, here you can see multiple options. Discard old builds, do not allow. I mean, there's a lot. In the future videos, we are going to discuss about all of this stuff. For now, let's scroll down to pipeline script. So here I'm going to write a simple pipeline. This is like very simple, very basic pipeline, just for your understanding. Pipeline, I'm saying to run it on any agent. Okay, stages. First stage is like build. Okay, steps, echo building. In general, you'll have some command here. Let's say, for example, Java space build or Maven space build, something along those lines. I'm going to show you that. Don't worry. Test is like stage test, echo testing, followed by stage is like deploy, step is like deploying. So be careful with these brackets. You might see a lot of failures due to the bracket. You might give sometimes more brackets, less brackets. Okay, it completely depends. So now let's try to save this. For example, I'm going to remove this. I think that is not required. So apply. It says expecting not found. So here it is showing me. That's very great. Jenkins developed a lot. Save, I have my Jenkins Home Lab pipeline. Now let's click on build now. So the pipeline started and it's already green. Success. Let's go to the console output. If you can see, building, testing, deploying. This is like very simple basic pipeline I wanted to show you. Now let's go back to Jenkins once again. So I will create another item saying test Maven. Click on pipeline, click OK. So here I'm coming here once again, scroll down pipeline script. I see multiple options here. Hello world, GitHub plus Maven, scripted pipeline. Select this and I can see agent. Install the Maven version configured as M3. Okay, I need to install this. Okay, steps, build. It will try to clone this repository and it will try to run this on our machine, followed by post. Success. It will try to post this output in this particular location. This is like very simple example. I'm not going to do this installing Maven and stuff. If you are interested, you can go ahead and install Maven version. In the coming video, I'm going to show you how to set up web app locally from your machine and push all the changes to GitHub repo and trigger it from there. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe and share this lab series with your friends. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.